generations, Aneita Fern.
So we move from this space up these very narrow stairs, which create almost like a subterranean passage. So let's go up there and see what happens as you move up into the balcony area. So here we are on the balcony, which was originally essentially a technical ledge, not so much a place for audience seating. But at intermission, one could come up on either side and move out to the balcony terrace. And here in the evening, you come outside and you're underneath the stars and you move over to this ledge, and it's sort of like you're the actor on the stage with a beautiful view of the natural surroundings.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And Wright did not design this as one of the essential spaces. It was just gratuitous leftover space that could be used during the day. One of the problems was that this was a burgeoning organization, and the original site, being a little over an acre, was dictated a very compact building, and that with the budget created a theater that really they were kind of bursting at the seams even within the first year. But this space was not intended to be like an outdoor classroom. It was just a space that could be used in good weather, but it was importantly a space that could be used at intermission, and it goes all the way around the building. And on this side, the balcony terrace is about 30 feet above the creek, but if you move around the building, when you get to the backside, you're right at the level of the rock. So that's kind of an interesting spatial experience as well. Of course, one of Wright's tenets was to have a building enhance its natural setting and be part of nature in many different ways. And this is a beautiful site. And here on the Actors Terrace, you have an even more spectacular view of the surrounds and Turtle Creek. And here the actor could come and look at the people that were coming to the performance.
It's a nice reveal.
It's beautiful down there. It's a large park and a really pretty part of Dallas that reflects the original Kessler plan for the parks of Dallas.
Kind of talking a little bit about the topography of the Turtle Creek area with the Kalita Humphreys Theater. How does that relate then to what's going on at Aneita Fern?
Well, of course, that's a completely interior kind of landscape. And because you want people to move comfortably through the retail store, you can't create a topography on the floor, but we really created a natural landscape in the ceiling. And it's in the ceiling that a lot of spatial experiences are happening, and they define areas where you can place furniture vignettes on the floor, although the floor is a fairly open plan.
And the ceiling itself it narrows down the focus into those rooms, so it feels almost like rooms within rooms in the store itself, rather than these huge soaring ceilings that you have in some parts of the store. Then you get these small little cave-like almost experiences
Yes.
where it becomes kind of an environment of its own.
Yes, well, we tried to get a variety of spatial experiences, but we also tried to keep the architecture very neutral in your store, even though it recalls the kind of strata and linear elements that you see in Wright's work. We didn't want it to be like a Wright building, because it's the furniture and the products that you're selling that need to speak to the patron of your store.
Well, Ann, thank you so much for joining us today. I really thank you for taking the time. If you'd like to learn more about the architect Ann Abernathy or about the experience at Aneita Fern, you can jump onto our website at anietafern.com. Also, we might mention Ann did write a book about the Frank Lloyd Wright home and studio, which is available to purchase at Aneita Fern, and we'd like you to come in and join us. So until next time, the balcony is closed.